Hello guys, YonkouProductions here today with some information pertaining to One Punch Man Season 2. Now, for those of you who don't know, One Punch Man Season 1 ended 2015, at the end of 2015, and it's been almost 3 years since the debut of One Punch Man when it started in October 2015. Now, for those of you who've been keeping up, we've been expecting some news with regards to One Punch Man Season 2 at an event that's happening on Sunday, and I'm looking forward to the event purely because we're actually going to be getting the first episode screening at this event. This event is happening in Japan, and the good news is, for those of you who've been looking forward to One Punch Man Season 2, is that we will be getting One Punch Man Season 2. However, there is some bad news, but before I get into the bad news, let me fully explain what's happening. So, we do know that there's an event on the 12th of August happening in Japan that's going to be screening the first episode of One Punch Man Season 2. Now, for those of you who don't know, we will also be getting, and of course you wouldn't know this, but here's what I want to tell you. We're also going to be getting the episode debuting online. So, in some way, shape or form, we should be able to watch the first episode of One Punch Man Season 2 this weekend on Sunday. That is going to be the premiere episode of One Punch Man Season 2. So, for all of you guys who've been speculating, waiting, and hoping for One Punch Man Season 2, your dreams have been realized. We will be getting One Punch Man Season 2 premiering this weekend, August 12th, 2018, thanks to the screening in Japan, and we'll have it in some way, shape, or form online. Now, for those of you who don't believe me, wait until it happens and then come back to this video. For those of you who do believe me, then my track record speaks for itself. I did mention this months ago on Twitter, but some of you guys might have taken it to be speculation, because what I did talk about is the production of One Punch Man Season 2 and how they wanted that to mirror Season 1. So we do know that originally One Punch Man Season 1 was animated at Studio Madhouse, and it had a different staff to Season 2 mostly, right? So with the transition to Studio JC staff, the studio as well as the staff on the project wanted to also mirror the production principles of One Punch Man Season 1, in the sense that they wanted to have the entire show, or the majority of the show, animated before it airs. And for One Punch Man Season 1, most of it was done by the time the first season started airing, and that's how we know that the production was really healthy, and the dedication of the staff was really great. But beyond that, we do know that One Punch Man Season 2 is supposed to be on par with Season 1. At least that's their ambition. So what they're trying to do is give it enough time and enough production leeway so that they are able to produce the majority of the season by the time it airs. You feel me? Now, this leads us into the fact that we're going to be getting the first episode premiering this weekend. Now, when you think about it, right, if the first episode is premiering this weekend, how much lead time are they looking forward to have the entire season ready by the time Season 2 airs? And this is where the bad news comes in, because despite us getting One Punch Man Season 2 Episode 1 this weekend, it's going to be a really long time before we get Season 2. And for those of you who are happy right now, I'm sorry to crush your dreams, but the truth of the matter is they really want to take their time to produce a really high quality season that hopefully surpasses the first season. I don't know if they can do it. We will have to see what comes out when the first episode gets released, but hopefully it can live up to the spirit and the quality of Season 1. So for those of you guys who are looking forward to One Punch Man Season 2, here's what I know. One Punch Man Season 2 in its entirety will air in the winter season of 2020. Now, for those of you who are listening to this, you might be like, wait, what? 2020? Like, it's 2018 right now, and 2020 is like nearly a year and some change, a year and a season way. And it's essentially the winter season of 2020 will begin January 2020, for those of you who don't know. So it's more than a year away. So that is the bad news. We do know that One Punch Man season 2 episode 1 debuts in this weekend on August, but the entire season won't be released until January 2020. So that's the reason why they're hoping that the production will be so far enough by the time it is that at least they'll be able to maintain the same sort of quality that they had in season 1. And for those of you who've had your concerns about it being JC staff and new director and the new staff involved with the series, thankfully, hopefully, this allocation of time will allow the production schedule to have less crunch and allow the animators and the staff to produce high quality content similar to season 1. And I know some of you guys might say, oh, Madhouse this, Madhouse that, but at the end of the day, the most important factor in producing high quality content is your staff and how much time you give them. And with this formula, they're planning to give their staff a lot of time, and hopefully with the involvement of Chikashi Kubota, who is the chief animation director of season 1, there should be enough talent drawn to the project so that we are able to get high quality episodes. And I know it's a long time away, but I hope that you guys do look forward to One Punch Man season 2 in January 2020. It's even hard for me to like envision like where I'll be in that time and all of that, but hopefully you guys are able to look forward to that. And not only that, I'm hoping that you guys are able to look forward to the first episode, which debuts this weekend on Sunday. Look forward to that. Look forward to the event, which is going to be great, because that gives us it's a stopgap, right? So it gives us something to talk about. It gives us something to conversate about for the time being. And it's ingenious in the sense that, yeah, we know that One Punch Man season 2 is going to be a while away, even though we're getting the first episode. So for those of you who can't wait, hopefully this serves as a means for you guys to enjoy the first episode and One Punch Man season 2. And even me, I'm an anime only viewer, and I'll have to wait until 2020, which is a daunting prospect, but thankfully that first episode should be enough to curb and satiate my desire for One Punch Man season 2. But for those of you guys who don't trust me, don't believe me, just wait until this weekend, and then hopefully things line up so that you do believe me. And if you want to hear more information, more inside information, scoops, because this is information from the inside, right? And for those of you who don't believe me, I've had my track record. I mentioned the whole screening thing months ago on my Twitter, but I guess people thought it was speculation. But if you do believe me, hopefully you do get to enjoy this video, and you do get to enjoy the episode. And if you want to see more content like this, please feel free to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.